Hey there, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Terra Invicta. We are playing as the Resistance, and in the last video we shot down not one but two alien ships, which has presumably made them very angry. Now I was a bit confused on this because I took a look at the intel here, and it only updates every once in a while, typically when you've had some sort of an interaction with the aliens, like capturing one of their agents or even like shooting down one of their ships. And it says that my alien threat level is pretty darn low. I don't really believe this, so I decided to do a little bit of looking under the hood, which some people consider a bit cheaty, but I want to make sure the game's actually working as intended. And I took a look at the alien hate and how they feel about me. Oh yeah, they hate me. They absolutely hate me and consider us in a state of war. In fact, we are probably going to be getting attacked very, very soon, which makes sense, because if you take a look at the fleets up here, I did notice that Victor 51 just recently left and is on its way back to Earth. This is the same fleet that shot down one of my satellites earlier, I presume took some damage, decided to bugger out, get refueled and refitted, and is now on its way back to do some more damage. So, yeah, we're probably gonna lose some stuff here very soon. Hopefully they get it out of their system. Look, it's just two little ships. It's two little ships. Don't worry about it so much. It's fine. One thing I need to be worried about here is definitely going to be the military. Now that the aliens see me as a definite threat and are considered at war, I would not be surprised if at some point they are going to land a ground army to attack me. This is where I need to be having the best military possible. We're at 4.6 for the European Union, 5.1 for the US. That's not terrible. The UK is also at 4.6. I'm not going to say it's outstanding, I'm just going to say it's okay. If at any point I see that the aliens are on their way to Earth, I might need to steal Russia. It really depends on if Humanity First still controls it, but I really cannot allow these nukes to fall in the hands of anyone who supports the aliens. That would be very, very bad. In the meantime, I'm just doing a quick once-over with a lot more of my stations, making sure everything kind of works for what I'm looking for. We're getting a whole nother research campus set up pretty soon. And then over on Earth, yeah, we still have all of my science labs that I was looking for, so that's all looking solid. We're getting all those investment bonuses, and we have the layered defense arrays that I wanted. Can we get another one on here, actually? I don't have enough power, darn. We'd have to get rid of one of these science stations. It would be nice to get a better shipyard, but that's okay. Anyway, so I don't think there's much I can do here unless we are prepared to start ramping up my MC cost even further. Once you go to a tier 2 outpost core, you start using up, I think it's 3 MC instead of 1, and then you have to spend an extra on a mining complex and so on. Yeah, it just adds up. It adds up, and at 120, we should be looking fairly high on our threat. So I think I'm gonna kind of chill out, leave that be. The aliens are gonna come by, they're gonna trash some stuff. There's not a lot I can do about it except sit back, make sure the servants don't get too strong, and try to rush through a lot of this really important research. In particular, I would really like to get something like Maskirovka, which I think we saw. Yep, there it is. That's gonna reduce the MC threat generation by another 25%, which is huge. That will let me continue building out a lot more. So as soon as we have the opportunity, that is something I'm gonna be going for. Oh, this is new. Okay, exotic materials. This would allow us to amass stockpiles of exotics. You know, in the last video when we shot down the ship, we were finding out there was some sort of material that defies description that is definitely alien and not from this solar system. Those are exotics. We can use those to build some really, really, really good ships later. Hello, a 5% damage reduction too. That could be kind of nice. Yeah, we can make some really good ships if we combine human ingenuity with alien materials. But to get that, we'll have to, like, you know, shoot down more of their ships and steal their stuff. And with the neural engineering tech, we should be able to get some more cybernetic implants. That could be good. Let's go for the Maskirovka next. I think that's the top priority. We need to invest a bit of extra research. That will shave off, wow, a lot of time if we can do that. Okay. March all the way to October, just from a teeny little bit of extra focus. Yeah, I like that a lot. Let's go for that for now. And then let's take a look at our counselors and just see how much better some of these implants could possibly be. They cost 1,000 each. We can get some extra commands. We can get some science. They basically do the exact same thing as everything else. Okay. No, that's still really good if you got the extra money. That's really good. I do think it's worth getting some security buffs. So let's do that and not have another assassination tragedy. Okay, this is a new one. The town that stood still. The whole population of a small town in the Almaty region in Kazakhstan has stopped moving? What? Perform 6 abductions or organize a rapid retreat and try to get everyone out so they don't perform very many abductions. I mean, we'll try. Wow, we failed miserably. They still got all of them. Create some public opinion to turn away from the resistance. I mean, I tried, but that's new. I didn't know they could do mass paralysis. That's scary. Hey, question. When can I unite with Canada? The answer is now, actually. Okay, hold that thought. Forget the hostile takeover. It doesn't matter that much. Let's go ahead and set some national policy with the U.S., and we're about to turn all of this blue. It's actually going to be really interesting to see... Ooh, hello, nuclear fusion in space. It's going to be really interesting to see what the impact is going to be for having Canada join, and I'll show you why in just a minute. What else should we work on? I did want to get coil guns, so I think we'll go ahead and start working on that. The plasma weapons are going to be quite good. So what I'm thinking here, you can see the stats of the U.S. right now. We're a very good country. We have low inequality. The GDP per capita is the highest in the world. At least it's one of the highest in the world. Robotics age military is the thing I'm really looking at here, though. 5.2, right? That's with 363 million people. Then you go to Canada, which has a pathetic 4.1 military tech. I'm wondering if the impact on the U.S. is going to be proportional to the population that they add in, or if it's going to average us out like 52 plus 4.1 divided by 2. I mean, we're looking at what, 4.6, 4.7? So is it going to go down to 4.6 or 7, or is it going to go down to like 4.9 or 5? 5 is obviously preferable. So we're about to find out what's going to happen. Unify with Canada! Woo! We have the United States of North America done in one single nation. 4.9 is the answer. Okay. So it's not as bad as it could have been. It does seem to be weighted based on the population. But yeah, that sets me back by at least a bit. I've got to really focus that military budget. Gotta admit, though, looks kind of cool. I do love a good map painter. United States of North America, man, it's cool. This is how it should be. Canadians, this is your future. I hope you look forward to it. No. Alien fleet's arrived. All right, they're gonna move to my stuff and destroy it, or have we managed to burn? Nope, they're launched my, I think that's energy science research station. Oh boy, this is gonna hurt. Yep, they're attacking. Okay, well, I guess we just have to accept it. I don't think that I can do anything. I could start the battle and just see how much damage I do. I'm kind of curious. Let's just jump into this with my station here and just sort of see what they're able to do. I know we're going to lose. I would just like some sense of what their weaponry looks like. There it is. Okay, well, let's watch the fireworks. Oh, evasive maneuvers against my station with its tiny little layered point defense array. Uh-huh. Okay, well, do we have point defense that shoots this down? Yes, but not very effectively. Yeah, my layered defense is garbage. It barely has any point defense at all. And there it goes. It went boom. Okay. Well, would that be considered neutralized? It is. So are they going to destroy it? Not yet. I mean, if you want to just neutralize all my stations and then do nothing else to them, that's fine with me. Nope, never mind. They destroyed it. Okay, that went boom. That sucks. What I want to know is if they are going to try to destroy more stuff. So far, the answer is no. Let's take a quick look at their fleets. They are leaving Earth and heading back to Parthenope, whatever you call it. And no other ships are on their way here. Interesting. There's something in the AI that is just calculating, we went into a combat, we burned a lot of Delta V doing it, we took a scratch on the paint, time to go back home. Either that, or we successfully burned off enough hate with them that we're looking okay. Anything on the intel report? Nope, absolutely no idea. Okay, I've unlocked the tier 3 habitats, I think, which is very nice. I don't really know what else I want here, though. We could go for some upgrades to some fusion reactors. All of that's fun. Antimatter containment, well, hello. That would be interesting. Not sure it's what I'm going for, but it would be interesting. Electromagnetic propulsion. Some of those could be all right. There's a lot of different types of engines here. A lot of them. I'm going to work toward what I think is going to end up being a really, really good engine, and it's called the Icarus Torch. At the very least, it gives me an idea of like what kind of tech I'm lacking in order to get in that direction. So for example, if I want to do that, we need the electrostatic plasma confinement. That will lead to things like the magnetic plasma confinement. Molecular assemblers is something we need. Well, I think molecular assemblers is reasonable. I'm pretty sure this leads to a bunch of different things that could be useful, so fine, we'll pick that one up. We finished researching alien computers, so that's going to boost up my mission control investment by a lot, which is nice. Plus a little bit of extra knowledge, and even advanced climate modeling? Huh. You know, we're not yet at the stage where we're having a lot of trouble with global warming, but that climate change stuff can catch up on you. The more you grow your economies, the worse it tends to get. Ooh, I like this one. New project available for alien robotics. Boost of your investment toward building new armies, boosting your military, and your ships are built faster. Now, that kind of sounds like what I'm looking for across the board. That's really good. Also, fusion piles. Cool. We'll start getting some better reactors in space. Ooh, there's the new big project. The Greater United North America. See, you thought we were done with Canada, but no. So if we do research this, the United States and North America literally gets claims on everything that is a part of the North American continent. So that's looking very tempting for me. Okay. I do want to do that. The question is, do we want to do that now? Because, again, you already saw the impact of having Canada join with the US, and Canada was fairly developed, and it really set me back a bit. Factor in Mexico, which has a much, much, much larger population, and all of a sudden this starts looking a little bit scarier. So I don't know. I'm trying to rush as much of its budget toward things like welfare and the military as possible to kind of ramp this up and keep this down, but it would definitely affect the entire nation as a whole by a lot. Smaller nations like Cuba, I mean, they're bad, but their population is so small, I think we could absorb them fairly easily. It's only larger nations like this that would be difficult. I don't know. Mexico might be a bit of a trap for the newer players who are playing this game. I love that we can just continue destroying the servants and their ability to try and get the Hydra language. We've literally set them back years at this point. They can't even communicate with their desired overlords. How are they ever going to coordinate with them if they can't get the language? I'm never going to let them if I can avoid it. I mean, I've got spies in the servants for a reason, so I can keep tracking them down and messing with them when I need to. So this is one of those cases. Don't let them learn the alien language, dang it. Oh gosh, dang it, the Protectorate once again is trying to take over Kazakhstan. Are you ever gonna give up on Kazakhstan? They even support me. How are you even doing this? Oh, all the more reason I just take over the Eurasian Union, eat Kazakhstan, and then I'll have all of it, and I'll have a big super state on top of that. Honestly, I am increasingly just of the opinion, say, screw it, let's just go take Russia. I mean, look at this. It only is gonna cost me 60 points. I got 67 to spare. I hate screwing with the Academy and Humanity First when I'm trying to get allies, but like at some point, really, we just can't let them keep this. Panic in Montreal. Why do you guys have to be this way? Whatever, let's go ahead and launch a coup in Denmark, take this over, we'll add this into the EU. I probably won't do it peacefully though, because I want to force Denmark proper into the EU. And then Greenland, which is still held by the Kingdom of Denmark, actually is claimed by the United States of North America. So, I mean, it's not like it's got much here, but, I mean, if we can just bring in the U.S. to go and take it, why not? Maskirovka. Beautiful. All right. So, I think, in theory, my 120 MC was somewhere around, like, 32, 35 minimum threat, and I think it's just dropped down to, like, 28. Something around there. Could be wrong. So, regardless, that means I can now expand a little bit more in space and feel moderately safe. Moderately. Though I have no idea how much hatred has burned off from the aliens since they blew up one of my stations. Oh my gosh. Literally 4 missions of people trying to purge. So, okay, so the Protectorate took over a point. Humanity First immediately took it back from them, so I had to fight Humanity First, crack that down, adjusted a purge. The Protectorate, the Academy, no, sorry, the Protectorate, the Exodus, and 2 initiative operatives just tried to purge in Kazakhstan. The AI, oh, there goes the Protectorate again. That's 5 failed purge missions in a row. The AI really wants Kazakhstan. Jasums, the sooner I can get rid of this and just integrate it into Russia, the sooner I can stop worrying about them. Oh my gosh, and the AI has been going ham on trying to take the United States away. The Academy in particular, looks like. Everyone wants the United States and North America. They are just like constantly bombarding me over here. So frustrating. I wish I could just assassinate you all. Oh gosh, who's back now? Right, we got another alien ship that's back over here. It is the same one as before, Red Mountain and whatever else. Can only imagine they're here to break some stuff. Yep, they're going to Marius Station. Marius Station? Really? Okay. Yep, there we go. Okay. Let's just auto-resolve that. So, neutralized at Marius Station. Which one was this again? Oh, that's my energy station again. You keep trying to blow up my energy research. It's very annoying. When is your hate gonna burn off? You've blown up stuff and I haven't messed with you in a while. Oh boy, and there's another thing on its way. Oh god, we got a battleship on its way to Earth. It says it's on a surveillance type of mission, but, I mean, it's a battleship, dude. Denmark has been conquered. Okay, we landed American troops up here, and no, interesting. Okay, Greenland went to Europe. I don't think that's what I intended at all, but okay. Whoa, Humanity First made a move. Coup in India, knocked the servants right on out. That's great, actually. Not that India is particularly strong in this game, it's actually unbelievably weak. Wow, what did you guys do to its investment points? I don't know what the servants have been doing. All they do is declare war on people with Japan, and they do nothing to improve the lives of their people. Look at the resistance. We're making life better for humanity. I'm just saying. If you guys want to choose one side or another, I think it's pretty obvious who you should choose. There they go again! See? This is like the 6th invasion of Korea. Arc lasers researched. Beautiful. All right, these are supposed to be pretty good, is my understanding. So now surface defenses will employ those. If we can get the right batteries, we should be able to get some more upgrades for my layered defense. Now, my understanding, and I haven't done a ton of research into this, but my understanding is that lasers tend to break off into a couple of different categories, and then there are sub-variants of that. So you have, like, visible green lasers versus arc lasers, and then it's, like, either phased lasers or something else. I don't know. It's a little bit complicated, but for now, what else do we want to work toward? How about the international development leading toward... No, what is it? Independence movements, that's what I wanted. Let's start working toward making the UK great. We've also got molecular assemblers, which finished around the same time. That's kind of nice. I'm kind of leaning toward doing something absolutely insane and maybe doing a mission to Jupiter. Maybe? So the thing is, the aliens are undoubtedly going to be out in that direction, so I would be risking setting up shop kind of close to them. But I'm pretty confident that the materials I can get in Jupiter are going to be unbelievably good. So it's highly tempting to do that. On the other hand, plasma weapons. Yeah, we know we need that magnetic plasma confinement. All right, let's go ahead and do that. I think it might be just a little bit too early still to go to Jupiter. I mean, it's only December of 2032. We've been playing the game for a total of 10 years. That's it. And the aliens haven't even tried landing on Earth yet that I know of. I keep checking the fleets periodically to see if they're over here and find out what's going on, but... Well, see, these guys are leaving me now. They're not going to blow up any more of my stuff. We got a surveillance mission, but there's no way in heck I'm taking out a battleship. Yeah, no, I still don't see any transports on the way. If you ever see an assault carrier on the way, that's when you know you're about to have some fun times. But so far, no. Well, here goes nothing in Russia. I feel like we should be able to do a coup. The question is, do we get all of it? No, we missed out on one of the slots. Nonetheless, that should be easy for me to take. So we have a complete totalitarian dictatorship to worry about. Oh, goody. And Russia's not exactly in the best of spots. So this is going to be fun to rebuild from the ground up. Ugh, this is going to suck, actually, like really bad. So the only way to get rid of the totalitarian or authoritarian government type is basically just to focus on knowledge. The advantage of having an authoritarian government usually is you have really good national stability and cohesion, like this value ends up being high, but again, that lack of diversity doesn't really work well for me if I'm trying to go for a science base. But unrest tends to be fairly low in those cases. I don't know. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. The important thing is I stole 30 nukes away from other people. Humanity First is gonna be angry, the Academy is gonna be angry, but it kinda works. Now I just need to get Kazakhstan back into a union with Russia. We could have it just be conquered outright. I mean, that would be an option. Or I could try to have it just sort of peaceably rejoin. I don't know. But I also know that Russia is involved in like 2 wars in the Balkans, and they shouldn't be. So that's one of the reasons Russia has sucked for so long. They keep sending the armies over here and losing, retreating, and going back out. Like, the AI doesn't seem to know when to just give up on a fight. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably tell Russia to end these wars, pull the troops back home, and then it's just a question of, do I forcibly integrate Kazakhstan? Weirdly enough, the stats of Kazakhstan are so much better that their small 21 million population might actually help kick Russia a little bit better in the right direction. Ooh, I just lost a point to the servants in the UK. That should not have happened because they have almost nothing here. What that tells me is this alien activity is a little bit of mind control. We need to get rid of that ASAP. Sudden flowering just occurred here in Glasgow as well. Yeah, there is undoubtedly an alien agent going nuts in the UK. Unfortunately, there's not an absolute ton that I can do about it. We can spend some ops to just preemptively get rid of it, or we can try to get some science. Okay with getting a little bit of science, because this is an easy-ish thing for me to burn away if needed. What I want to do is find the alien agent and kill him. But we already know that that generates so much hate that that can't end up being a good thing for me. Shouldn't have much trouble grabbing the executive suite in Russia. Got it. All right. Okay, so our new unholy alliance is the United States plus Mexico and Cuba, the European Union, the UK, and Russia, plus Kazakhstan, but we'll eat this all up into a Eurasian Union in just a little bit. Okay. I might try to just eat up the Baltic states. I know it's technically part of the European Union, but Russia has a claim on it too, and the border gore would look a lot nicer, so I might just feed them to Russia. Also, they've got, like, better democracies and stuff. I don't know. Might teach Russians the way. So, United States and North America. Guess what? I just researched this little thing for the greater United States and North America. I would like you to join a federation with Mexico. You can do that. There we go. We've created that, and that is a new alliance. It says the United States and North America still. That's fine. I think the nation name is the same, but the idea remains. Mexico is now officially a part of this. The clock is now ticking, where we could very easily have Mexico join in with the United States in one peaceful unification. How long do we have to wait for that? We have to wait until September. That's it. That's it. All we have to do is wait until September, and Mexico's ready to go. Now, again, whether that's actually worth it to us, totally different question. Totally different. You know, Mexico wouldn't be able to do a whole lot, but still. Research the independence movements that we would need to boost up the UK. I think the fall of empires was the next one. Yeah, end of America, India, Brazil, China, Russia. There's a lot of stuff you could do here. We don't want to do any of them, but you need this in order to move on toward that great commonwealth again. What'll be interesting is to see if the AI does anything with this. For example, what if the AI was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and break up India. Let's break it up into a bunch of little independent nations instead. I don't know if that would be good for them or not, but it depends. I mean, heck, look at Russia, for example. Russia has a bunch of territory out here in Siberia that I think is considered to be a colony, not a proper province. As a result, it doesn't really add much into the country, and it just kind of drains on the budget. What you could do is have an independence movement with Russia, break it free, build it up with its own independent budget to have mission control and other stuff, and then reunify. That's a thing you could do. Europe Ascendant. That's my next project. This gives me mostly stuff against, like, Russia, which I don't really care about, but it does, I think, also give me claims against Turkey. So if I wanted to, we could do that. There's also going to eventually be a Great Europa project. Going to be a little while. Hey, we still don't have things like the fusion piles and reactors array. Let's get that out of the way. But I've also got all these awesome coil guns, which I would love the extra defense. So we'll prioritize those soon. We've done a lot of really big research as a late, and the result is I feel like I'm dragging along and not doing much. We're kind of in that awkward stage of the game where I think I've played dead around the aliens long enough that they're kind of leaving me alone. Let's, by the way, federate with Cuba. Go ahead and do that now. We played dead that they're leaving me alone for the most part, so we're kind of chugging along unopposed. I'm not being messed with in any meaningful way, or if I am, I'm able to keep on top of it, although the European Union, I'm losing support here very rapidly. We need to fix that soon. But that's all going fine. So, and we're not building more ships either, because I'm not going to be doing anything against the aliens for a bit, and I can't really expand my economy out too much more, my space economy, because then I think we're going to have some problems and the aliens are going to come knocking. So I'm just sort of stuck sitting here, waiting for a whole load of materials to get banked up. Oh, and there's the Great Europa project. That basically is eat the rest of Russia. Got it. Well, I'm not going to worry about that. There's just nothing to do, basically. There's really not a lot to do, and I can't even attack the dang alien assets. It's so annoying. I really wish the alien threat mechanic was a bit better understood, because in some of my test games, You know, they're supposed to burn off threat and hate as they destroy your stuff, and yet I could swear I've seen some stuff suggesting that the opposite happens. Although maybe it has something to do with how much the servants hate you. I don't know. I mean, if you mess with the servants, I know it increases the amount of hatred the aliens have. So I don't know. Maybe in all my test games, I've just messed with the servants faster than the hate can burn off with the aliens. Who knows? All I know is I'm getting a little bit bored. If you're wondering what some of these techs are that I'm researching, by the way, I'm going for things like the rapid military prototyping because it's another 5% investment boost for my military. The advanced climate modeling boosts up welfare, two things that I desperately need in the nations that I want to integrate into Europe and North America. So I figure trying to boost that up just helps speed that process a little bit, or even if I do integrate them, it at least lets me kind of recover from that drop in support a little bit sooner. Magnetic plasma confinement, that's exclusively to get the plasma cannon. Self-repairing software, I don't know. This one I just kind of picked on a whim. Fall of Empires, you all know how that one's going to work. It's to try and get the UK strong. Huh. I want to show something to you real quick. Hi, Project Exodus. So I kind of peeved you off by taking Denmark. You know something I can do to basically offset that? Here's 6 boost. That's it. 6 boosts when they've already got over 1,000. They're like, oh, that's a generous trade. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Well, here you go. Let's go ahead and just burn off that hatred. Very cheap. That's not so bad. Ooh, the Protectorate tried something sneaky. I noticed that they had a fixer in the intel over here. This person had like 20 espionage skill. I had to detain them. And that brought it down to 12. This person could and absolutely would go on a murdering spree. Gotta keep an eye on these guys. Anytime you see something that sounds scary, like a spy or a fixer or a commando, might be worth trying to find a way to get rid of them. If you can bring them over to your side and then force them to retire, hey, that's one thing. If you can't, maybe a little bit of preemptive assassination. So say goodbye, buddy. No assassination for you. Good lord. And Russia gets to conquer the Baltics. Okay, I think I did a lot to actually clean up some borders today. I feel pretty good about that. It is now October of 2033. I think that there are at least 2 aliens running around in Russia right now, or at least for some reason, this alien is going around and being a bodyguard for somebody. No idea who, no idea why, I just know it scares the crud out of me. I'm gonna end this video here. I don't want to say we didn't accomplish much. We accomplished quite a lot. We've actually secured the largest stockpile of nukes in the world, which means when the aliens show up, if they do, we're ready for them. We also lost, I didn't show it all on camera, like 5 or 6 stations. And they've sort of stopped attacking me, so I'm hoping the hate is done. We've got our new Federation. We've got another one over here. And we are almost done getting the UK ready to expand across its former holdings as well. We're just going to have to antagonize all of our former friends. Yeah, that's going to be great. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, it asks you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the notify bell. And I will see you guys next time.